I was on the phone with Bianca yesterday, and she said something that kind of pissed me off in a way that made me realize she's smarter than I give her credit for. She goes, "Sophia, why do you have money in a high-yield savings account when you still have $13,000 on your Amex?" And I was like, "Because I'm building an emergency fund, babe. That's what you're supposed to do." And she just laughed at me, like actually laughed. And then she said, "Okay, but the Amex is charging you 22% and your savings account is paying you 4%. So you're literally losing money on purpose." And I had to put the phone down for a second because she was right, and I hated it. So we're talking about the actual order you're supposed to build wealth in, not the Instagram-friendly version, where you open a Roth IRA and post a screenshot with the caption, "Investing in myself." The real version, the one that actually makes mathematical sense, even if it's not cute. Step 1 is you need a baby emergency fund. Not a real emergency fund, a baby one, like $1,000, maybe $1,500 if your life is expensive. This is just so that when your car needs new tires or your phone dies or you have to fly home because your mom guilt trips you into coming to Thanksgiving, you don't have to put it on a credit card and make everything worse. This is not your dream 6-month emergency fund. This is just enough to stop the bleeding while you fix the actual problem. And the actual problem is high-interest debt. Credit cards, payday loans, anything charging you more than like 7 or 8%. This is the part that people skip because it's not sexy and it takes forever and you feel like you're running in place. But if you have money sitting in a savings account earning 4% while you're paying 22% on a credit card, you are doing charity work for Bank of America. You are literally donating your money to them. I did this wrong for like 2 years. I had $8,000 in a high-yield savings account that I was so proud of, and I was making like $300 a year in interest. And the whole time I had $18,000 on my Amex, charging me $4,000 a year. I was paying $4,000 a year to keep $8,000 in a savings account that was making me $300. The math is so bad it's embarrassing. So you pay off the high-interest debt, all of it. And yeah, it's going to take a minute, but this is the step you can't skip. You can't build wealth on top of credit card debt. It's like trying to fill a bathtub with the drain open. Once that's done, then you go back and finish your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. And I know that sounds like a lot, but it doesn't have to be your current expenses. It can be your broke expenses. The version of your life where you're not getting your nails done and you're eating pasta 4 nights a week. You're not planning to live like that. You're just planning to survive like that if everything goes wrong. This is the money that keeps you from moving back in with your parents. This is the money that keeps you free. And this step takes forever, and it's so boring. You're just watching a number go up very slowly in a savings account. Nobody's going to congratulate you. But this is the step that changes everything, because once you have this, you stop living scared. You stop taking jobs you hate because you're terrified of being unemployed for 2 weeks. This is the step that buys you options. After that, you start investing for retirement. And I don't mean like someday when you're old and you feel like it. I mean right now. 15% of your income if you can. 10% minimum. Social Security is not going to cut it. Your job is not going to take care of you. Nobody is coming to save you. You have to do this part yourself. If your job has a 401k match, you do that first. Free money. If they match up to 4%, you put in 4%. This is the only actual free lunch in personal finance. Then you max out a Roth IRA if you can. $6,500 a year, which is like $542 a month. And if you can't do the full amount, you do what you can. $300 a month, $200 a month, something. Then you go back to the 401k and try to max that out if you're making enough. $23,000 a year for 2024. And if you're not at that level yet, that's fine. You just keep increasing it every time you get a raise. You were living on your salary before the raise. You can keep living on it after. The extra just goes to retirement. Future you is going to be so grateful. And then, after all of that, if you still have money left over, that's when you start doing the fun stuff. Taxable brokerage account, real estate, business ideas, expensive bags, whatever. But the order matters. You can't skip to the fun stuff and then wonder why you're still broke at 35. The whole thing takes years. I'm not going to lie to you and say you're going to be rich by next summer if you just follow these steps. But the order matters because every step makes the next step easier. The emergency fund means you stop going into debt. Not going into debt means you can actually invest. Investing means compound interest starts working for you instead of against you. And then one day you wake up and you're not scared of your bank account anymore. You're not one bad month away from disaster. You're just okay. And then eventually, you're more than okay. That's the order. It's not sexy. Nobody's going to make a viral TikTok about paying off credit card debt for 18 months. But it works. And working is better than cute.